Hello guys, and welcome to another one of my Monster Super League videos. In this video here, we're gonna be looking at this dude, Pinocchio, fake and non-fake. It's the newest update for Monster Super League with a very, we have so much going on right right now. We have this April's Fool event that is split into two events, actually. One now with Light Astromon Pinocchios, and one coming in 16 days, I think it is, with Dark ones. This is like a patch kind of event where the game developers, are giving us an easier event, because the last one we have with Bon and Truffle was not just silly hard, it was silly stupid. And this is like their excuse. They're giving us something that is easier to complete, which also means the rewards are less interesting. Of course, that is balanced out, but in this video here, we're gonna be completing the first and, in my opinion, most important part of the Pinocchio event. What we need in order to do this is catch enough of these guys here, the Pinocchios, and use those to get a Light Miho, because that's the one I want. We're also going to be looking into getting a Nature Raven, which is Evo 2 Banshee, but that's not going to be in this video here. In this video here, the stuff that is going on is that I am farming every single Pinocchio that I need in order to complete and evolve and grab and fusion my Light Miho. So it's going to be a longer video than what I have been doing for Monster Super League. And that is because, even though this is one of those plaster kind of events that is easier, we're getting 100 gems here for catching these two, it's still a massive grindy event. So, what exactly do you need in order to be able to get your Light Miho? We have these Pinocchios, different evolutions, 3 as with everything else, and we have a fake one, that's the one with the heart on the helmet kind of thing, and we have a good one. So this here is the troll part. They both appear, you cannot tell the difference between them in the game, and they have different stats. So what do you do with these? Well, you can't really use the fake Pinocchios for anything besides, if you have 5 of them, then you can evolve 4 of them into an evolution 2 fake Pinocchio, and you can take that evolution 2 one, that evolution 2 Pinocchio, and one evolution 1 Pinocchio, and you can fuse those into one non-fake Pinocchio. So, in plain terms, you take 5 bad ones, you pay money, not real money, game money, and you get one good one. So that is the thing, and you cannot tell if you have a good one or bad one in front of you until you have caught it. You can only see it on the thumbnail for the Astromon. So, alright, good times. So how many do we need in this casual plaster type event in order to get one? It's a one-time only Light Miho. That's a natural 4 light element tank without good. She's not good, really. I just want her because it's a Miho and I want to fill my book with having collected her, but it's not really that good an Astromon. It's just kinda epic because it's Miho. So, how many do you need? You need 1 evolution 2 Pinocchio in order to get your Miho. You need to fuse a Nature Miho with an evolution 2 Pinocchio, not the fake one, and pay, I think it's 50,000 or 100,000, and then you get your Light Miho, Nat 4 evolution 1, and you can do it once only. You can catch the non-fake Pinocchios in the game, but they are silly rare. Like, really, really hard to get. And that makes good sense because 5 of the bad ones count as 1 good. Plus, you need to actually pay to evolve the bad ones into a good one and do the entire fusion thing. So it's a massive, grind layer thing they have put on top of this. So, you need 5 to get 1, and you need 4 good ones in order to make 1 evolution 2 Pinocchio, and you need that with your Nature Miho. So, yeah, either 20 bad Pinocchios, you need 5 to make 1 good, and you need 4 good to make it an evolution 2, or any mixture of it really. What you want is, of course, to catch as many of the right ones as possible, but it's completely out of your hand. I don't even know if it is decided when you catch it or before, because there is no difference in the game. The models are the same. It's only the thumbnail that is different, so you cannot in any way tell what you're catching. And you don't really want to leave the bad ones there anyway, because we have the Catcher League, where you earn points towards getting light eggs or high secret eggs by catching as many things as possible, and the exotics all count towards that. So it's okay to catch them. You also get your book filled up, so you get gems for having the different evolutions of both types of Pinocchio, both the fake and the real one. But that is like just bits and bytes of extra stuff. So anyway, yeah, I've been talking about this for 5-6 minutes now. Notchy. And that's the wrong one. This is the bad one. He has markings. This is the first evolution 2, and as you can see here, we get gems, astro gems, for evolving it, and in our astro guide we also get to claim gems for having obtained this Astromon in this evolution for the first time. So it's small stuff, but if you make the Evo 3, you're gonna get 60 on top of the 100 you get in the process for making it. So it's like an extra amount of astro gems for you. And the way I recommend you look at this event is completely chill. You need a decent amount of these fairly easy to obtain Astromons. Of course, the game developers have written that the spawn rate is the same as rares, so you're not gonna be seeing them all of the time. It's a random thing. I've made some statistics about it. It's gonna be coming at the end of the video. But you only need 20. Like, if you catch the worst, you only need 20. If you catch just one of the good ones, then you only need 15. So you don't need like that many of these in order to be able to get your Light Miho, if that is what you want. You can also aim towards getting the Nature Raven, and I'm gonna be doing that in another video, because this, even I've seen a lot of chat in the game where people they don't have a lot of positive things to say about this, because the Pinocchio is a really bad Astromon. They have introduced a really crappy character into the game that nobody wants to use. It's a 2-star Astromon, and people are like used to aiming for 4 and 5-star Astromon, so it's like, okay, they've put something really bad in there, and the only reward you can get is a 4-star Miho or a 4-star Raven or a 3-star Pinocchio nature element. But I think it matches out nicely with the difficulty of the event, because if we look back at the Bon and Truffle, you needed 16 of each 16 times in order to get one good drop. So that's, I mean, it's 32 times 16 exotics you had to catch. It's so many Astromons. If you're not playing the game like as a full-time job, you don't have a chance. If you're not paying a gazillion bucks, you don't have a chance. It's like so hard if you're not super hardcore, or you're playing in the end game where you're having beep loads of Astro Gems to spend on these events. So if you're like a normal player needing to catch 16 times 32 exotics in the game, and you're gonna be seeing them in like 1 in 50 games, it is like so many hours you need to put into that if you want to do it the free way by catching them. So it is completely undoable. For 99% of all players, completely undoable. This here is very doable. You need to catch 20, and you have 16 days to do it. Of course, you need the Nature Miho as well, but if you are a new player, you're gonna be getting the Mihos anyway. It's like rewards for playing the game at the start, and that is why I actually feel this is a really awesome event. I'm not gonna get any stronger from this event, not at all. But I think it's a really cool event because it allows new players to more quickly come to where the game is a bit more fun. You get something such as the Light Miho, which is really hard to obtain, even though it's not that good, but it is really hard to obtain, and I think a lot of players would be happy to have another Miho in their arsenal of Astromons, and having just having a light element that you can evolve very easily to evolution 2 and 3 is good, because everybody catches these Mihos, plus you get them for rewards, like I mentioned before. So it is a very evolvable reward that you get, where if you had gotten another, like a 5-star, take my Odin that I selected as my hero contract reward, I instantly evolved it to evolution 2 using my gleams, and now she is stuck there. In order for me to make her significantly stronger, I need 12 more, or 3 more, and 9 additional gleams. And I haven't unboxed a single one in all the time I've been playing. And in order for me to complete her, to get her to her 3rd evolution, I now need to unbox 9, or 3 more, and farm gleams for 2 months. So it is, even though it was very nice for me to get my Odin, I'm really excited about her. She is speeding up my dungeon process like crazy. But it doesn't look like I'm gonna get her to her 3rd evolution state anytime soon. I really need to have crazy luck during the Golden Shiny Festival event in order for me to just look anywhere close to getting her to her last evolution. And that was really the point, that if you get something that is much more rare than the level of gameplay you're at, or the amount of time you put into the game, or the amount of money you put into the game, it is only going to lift you a little bit in the game, because you won't be able to take it to the last step. But getting a Miho, every player, almost no matter how casual you are, if you're dedicated enough to the game to complete the story modes, you're going to get Mihos. And if you get Mihos, you can evolve this reward into something that is stronger than what you would have without completing it, because the nature Miho, pretty amazing, the fire Miho, the water Miho, they're all natural 3-stars, but the light Miho is a 4-star, better stats. That depends on how you want to be using her, but the point is, she is all else equal better. She's a 4-star, and you can use her. So that is why, even though a lot of players are, I see a lot of bad stuff going on in the in-game chat about the Pinocchio event, but I don't really agree. I think this is an amazing event. I personally think it's a bit too long, because it's gonna take me 1-2 days to complete it. But then again, I'm not your average like casual gamer. When I do something, I do it pretty hardcore, and because of that, I'm able to share this video with you guys. It has been a few hours since the Pinocchio event opened. I'm probably not gonna be able to share the video till tomorrow, because video editing and stuff like that, but it took me a few hours to get the reward that was interesting for me, the Light Miho, and include the entire farming process, every battle leading up to it, every evolution, and being able to do the stats and all that. That has been a few hours. So the drop rate of Astromons, based on everything I have read, is the same on all levels. So you can't really say like, well, it's faster for me because I'm higher level, so I can farm in a location where I have a better spawn rate. You get the same spawn rate if you play on normal on the very first level. So it is just really about how much are you letting the game run on auto battle and catching the stuff that is there. The only argument that you can like put on the table, and it is an important one, is that when I'm playing, I have upgraded my catch rate. I have spent all the way up to 320,000 on the catch rate in this region, So my base percent chance to catch an Astromon is higher, all else equal, than a new player. So that of course makes a difference. I think it's 10% difference in chance to catch the exotic. So I do have a higher success rate than a completely new player, but that is just like adding in bits of information about it. It's not like I'm trying to say that it's hard for me or it's easy. No, I'm just like trying to share the information about the game mechanics and why I think this is a really cool event. Would I have loved to see better rewards? Of course, absolutely. Am I happy that I'm gonna be getting my Light Miho berry? And that is the most important thing, because now I just need Dark Miho, just as I now just need Fire Mona. Then I can check off all of the elements. I have collected them, they're in my Astro Guide, they're mine forever, and I really like being able to complete these different characters with all of their elements, because one, I have a really horrible collector's gene kind of thing where I need to hoard these things, but it's also very nice to have the different elements with different abilities and stats for different dungeons and battles in the game, doing Titan battles and stuff like that. It's nice to be able to select whichever element is the opposing element of what you're up against, because you deal more damage and you take much less damage. So it is in many ways, besides just being the I need to collect it all kind of type, it is nice to be able to have it. So hopefully, I haven't read anything about the next event, which is gonna be, from what I've read, another Pinocchio event, but with a dark element. So I really hope we're getting Dark Miho there, because Dark Horan, which is the third evolution of Miho, she goes Miho, Ran, Horan, is insane. It's like, that's a different league. So I would really like that. Just, yeah, along with my Dark Mona and my Dark Medusas. Party time. Cheers, guys. So here you can see, really, let me see if I can just take Dr. Bison Cam here and move him up here. 50,000 is what you need in order to turn the 5 fake Pinocchios into one that isn't fake. So you need to catch them. That's minimum 500 each. You need to evolve them, which is like 60,000. Ascend and evolve, and then you need to summon one. So you're putting in more than 100,000 each time you want to take the fakes and turn them into one that isn't fake. That is also worth taking into consideration, because you do need to do it 5 times, so it's 500,000. It's just saying, it's a thing as well. So where I only have Evolution 2 bad, so I can't really, I need one more. I need to catch one more fake Pinocchio so that I can make one more good Pinocchio, so another 100,000. Then I can evolve my good Pinocchios into Evolution 2, which is also gonna be 60,000. And then when I have that, when I just need that one last fake Pinocchio, then the puzzle is all set. I'm done. I can make my last non-fake Pinocchio so that I can get my Evolution 2 real Pinocchio that I can fuse with a Nature Miho and get my Light Miho. So just one exotic catch left, and that was not it. Nope. When I started playing right after the event started, I caught like the first 5 of these Pinocchios in, I don't know, 10 minutes or something. They were just raining down upon me. I was like, wow, this is pretty silly. I even got like the variant real Pinocchio in my second pull. So it was really, really amazing. And I was like, this is gonna take no time. It ended up taking a few hours, but still a very, very doable thing for an Astromon that I was pretty sure I was never going to get, because the light and dark eggs cap at 3 stars. I'll go 3 to 5. And the 3 to 5 ones, I always get Cosmos or horses or something. I have never seen a good pull from a light dark egg, so I hope it's gonna happen soon for me, because I'm gonna keep opening them. It's not because I'm not gonna, I'm just don't have high hopes for it, really, I guess is what it comes down to. But we're moving towards the end here, and like the last piece of the puzzle is arriving on Pagos Coast. I'm gonna be catching the very last Pinocchio. Then we're gonna be fusing that into the last real Pinocchio. We're gonna evolve the real Pinocchios into Evolution 2, and then we're gonna grab our Light Miho by fusing the result of the other with the Miho. And it's gonna be good, and it's right around the corner. And this is past tense for me, but this was a big moment for me, because like I didn't really know about the light and dark elements when I started playing. It took a while before I understood that you have nature, you have fire, you have water, and they're like over here. And then you have light and dark, and they're not just over here, they're up here, they're better. And I was like, what, then how do I get them? No, you cannot catch them. You have, there is like the Star Sanctuary and stuff where you have some light and dark drops, but you can't farm any like dark element variant version of an Astromon or light element version. You need to get those from the very, very rare light and dark eggs for the most part. So it is really amazing to finally, after a few months of gaming, to be able to say, alright, Light Miho, you belong to me. And we're almost there now. This here was, of course, another like important step, because not only am I getting my Evo 2, my Notchi, this is also another Astro Guide thing. We did claim gems for the fake one, but we also get our 10 for evolving, and we can go in here and we can get our 20, I think it is, 10 again for obtaining it. So just as we can get 60 for the fakes, we can also get 60 for the unfakes when we get the Evolution 3, so it's like more free gems, and that is always a good thing. But there we have it, 300,000! Wow! So if you have spent 500,000 fusing towards the good ones, and now you need to spend 300,000 to get your Light Miho. But that's how the game is. It is still a pretty casual event compared to a lot of the other stuff. It's very doable, but you need to put in the time and the in-game funds in order to be able to get it. But there she is, my Light Miho. Really excited about having her. I'm definitely gonna get her to Horan. There is no question about that. I'm just not in a hurry for it, because now I have it and I can do it whenever I want. I need one more level on my Dark Mona before she is level 60, and I'm very curious about what I'm gonna be getting in the event this weekend, because I'm gonna be unboxing and hopefully getting something like the Balrona, and I'm really, like Percy would be amazing, but Odin would probably be the ideal for me to get another one of. So guys, that was pretty much the entire farming process leading up to getting the Light Miho in the Pinocchio event. What I'm going to be including now is first here the session details. It took me 142 rounds, to farm a total of 12 exotics. So I had real ones and I had fake ones. In the process, I also got 2 rare Monas, 2 rare 5 Astro Gem variants, and a single 10 Astro Gem variant. So this here is what I put into obtaining Light Miho. And of course, 1 super rare nature element Miho that I had already. So just for reference, this was what it took me. If we add all this stuff here on top of my other extreme games, it's a total of 504 games, and the catch data for that is pretty much this here. The all complete total data for my recorded games, and that is the stuff that is the most interesting for me, is this stuff here. There we have it. So yeah, 588 games, quite a few games I have been recording so far, and I can see that I pretty much didn't include the summary catch stats on this, so that is amazing. I'm gonna make that better in the next video. I expect the next video to be a gem farming video because I'm not quite there yet in terms of the gems I want for the Shiny Hero Festival, because I need more. But yeah, we're gonna be looking at that hopefully a little later today in another video. For now, guys, thank you very much for watching.